On folio 27 verso, we have the last two plays of the zogho largo, and they are the punta falsa and its counter. So the 17th play of the second martial, the zogho largo across to the middle of the swords, is the punta falsa, and the 18th is the counter. Punta falsa goes like this. Now, there are various ways to set it up. I like to do it directly from the crossing. So as Jessica comes to strike, I'm going to parry, and into that opening, I'm going to send a feint of a mezzano, strike lightly on her blade, turn my sword, and strike her in the face or strike her in the throat or the chest. And that should be there.
And that will be coming.
Yeah. Notice that the positioning of my sword puts mine in the way of hers, so I'm comfortable here. And this is a kind of odd position for the hand, but that is what is illustrated. And what it gives me is a straight line between my elbow and my point. It is very, very strong in the thrust. And from the other side. One of the things that makes this work particularly well, can I strike please, Jess?
Yes.
Is this side step with the feint. He doesn't mention it in the text. And so that this turn is super easy, and I have this nice big open line, because to catch this very wide mezzano, she has to parry quite widely, so that turn, oops, is there. That was my fault. Start again. So I take that side step with the mezzano to make her parry wider, and this gets even easier. As a left-hander, I'm much less good at it, so pinch of salt. I'm going to need something that I can parry from this side, so your regular fendente is fine.
Okay.
So there's the parry, there's the mezzano, you parry, and it works just the same. Although, of course, I'm less good at it. I need to practice that as a left-hander. Yeah. So, that is the punta falsa.